Hello everyone, we have our news for the week, so let's take a look. Maintenance, normal time as usual. Ending with maintenance this week is the Week 1 Final Fantasy IX events and the Final Fantasy II Master Crowns. So that's the crowns for Ricard and Wyvern and Emperor. And then the accessory event for Final Fantasy IX and the box summon event. So if you need to finish those up, you have till maintenance. And new this week is essentially Week 2 of Final Fantasy IX. So we're getting 2 new Neovision base units and an NVA. Standard banner there, nothing too special, no premium, so it's only 10 tickets to pity. So first, we have Magic Unit. Does have a Brave Shift, but not true Brave Shift. So they get 4 turns, and then you have to wait 3 turns to go back. Super, Two-Handed Spear, 134 attack, 227 on the magic. See, they'll get 500 flat magic. Everybody else can get 75% beast and insect killer and 100% LB fill rate. Regular trust, just a materia, 50% magic, and 50% aquatic killer. Leader skill, 100% attack and magic for Final Fantasy IX. And then we got our tank Steiner. So he's also a shift unit. Physical tank debuffer in the base, physical tank damage dealer, and debuffer in the shift. Also, not true brave shift, 4 turns, and then you have to wait 3 turns to go back. His super, 213 attack, 196 on the defense. He'll get 500 flat attack and defense. Everybody else can get 75% bird and stone killer. Regular trust, heavy armor, 44 attack, 58 defense, 31 spirit, 30% health attack and defense. And his leader skill is the same, 100 attack and magic for Final Fantasy IX. And then we get Garland. Gets his NVA, so his stuff pretty much hasn't changed. He gets the same leader, 100% Final Fantasy IX units. So we can take a look at them on the JP side. So first we have Garland. So he's just an NVA, so we'll just take mostly a look at his Neovision stuff. Cooldown, 87 defense and spirit break, only good for 2 turns, and it's a 6-turn cooldown, so pretty much that you use in that turn before his burst. He does have a cooldown to boost his limit, 30% elemental damage, pretty standard for an NBA, 250 magic buff, 200 limit damage, better than nothing if you don't have anything better. He does add a 100x modifier to his LB though, which is nice, standard LB fill, and he's got 83 breaks for everything, only one enemy though, 20x physical damage, but using that for the 83% breaks. Looks like some of his lower skills get the Neovision boost, so he gets 1, goes up to 100x magic damage and 80% on all status ailments, single hit. And then he gets another for spirit break and a defense break, all enemies, 85%, and he gets 80 mana back. So some of his modifiers on the other skills go up just for going to Neovision. Standard EX abilities there. Bunch of killers for him. He does get 100% chain cap. And he does have stuff to go either double hand or dual wield. And if he's dual wield, he does get the full chain cap, but you will need another 100% if you're using double hand on him. For his limit burst, so the base limit doesn't go up too much over a 7-star. 60x magic damage, ignore 50%. So it's a 120 modifier, but it's magic and non-elemental. We'll do 140 fire and dark and peril and 85 defense spirit break though. Super version, 87 on defense and spirit break, 145 fire and dark down, and that happens before the damage. And it's a 250 dark magic hit, plus he adds 100, so he gets up to a 350 modifier. So he's okay for an NVA. Nothing too special. I mean, he's not the greatest breaker, but he does have the 83% there and can do a little bit better on defense and spirit. Then we have our Food Seeker. So 200x modifier, bolting, AoE, and then we got Chaos Wave version with a 130 Wind and Peril. Then we got a Earth one that's got the Earth and Peril and just Earth version of the bolting. Earth Magnus on the 150, so earth damage is what they like doing the most. Double hand passives, pretty much all standard killers and everything there. So the main thing is they are a blue mage, so most of their stuff is listed under blue magic. So we have pretty standard array of blue magic. We get the defense buff with barrier. We get some chain moves, magic damage, Stardust Ray, again, magic damage, earth locked, wind locked. Two mirage stacks for the party. Cure everything on the party, well, status ailments. Heal with a regen, which is super nice. See, base limit, heal, revive, barrier, 3 mirage stacks, and 50% damage mitigation's okay. And for the shift, a lot of the same stuff, just a couple of cooldowns to boost their stuff even more. Main thing is they get 180 modifier to the limit, and it's also got the Storm Magic there, which is nice. Also add 80 modifier to their other moves. And for the shifted limit, 35 spear down, 135 earth down, 300x modifier. See, bolting chain. And they add 180, so that is 480 modifier fully boosted with the 300 Storm Magic. That's not bad damage overall. Obviously earth locked and magic damage. We have Steiner. So in the base, he's got LB fill rate for 1 turn and a counter chance for the party. Just generate more crystals for free, essentially. 85 AoE break is pretty nice on demand. He's got a little finisher, 150, ignore 50, so that's 300x finisher. That's not a ton of damage overall. Standard physical cover. Got the 230 buffs, 50% mitigations. So he's got type mitigation for physical against beasts and plants. 2 turns on a 75% self mitigation. He does have Omni cover on a 5-turn cooldown. Can imbue himself with fire, ice, or lightning. Get some more mitigations for the party, only 50% there. A decent amount of passives. He does have his both attack and defense stuff. As his physical, his damage is based off attack, even though he is a tank. So in the base, LB physical damage, so that's attack based. 85 magic break, 87 attack break, standard for physical tanks overall. 70% on mitigation for general physical, and then he gets type 75% for beast and dragon. So fairly standard tank limit over there, just attack based instead of defense based. And in the shift, he gets a little bit more for damage. Still has most of the same stuff. He does get a 75% mitigate, general and physical mitigate on a 4-turn cooldown in the shift, which is nice. But then again, his shift is not true brave shift, so you are limited on using that. See, 80 LB modifier for 3 turns. Has the light buff and lightning buff that also fill limit and protect +3. So pretty standard tank stuff there. And his shifted limit, 300x modifier, 1 hit, so just a finisher. 85 magic, 89 attack break. So because that is a single hit, he can essentially add on to that a little bit more. Especially because he does get the cooldown for 80, but he can use like Tyvus' Spirit turn after that. as he doesn't have a Magnus to boost any of his elemental damage overall. So pretty unique. Most tanks go by defense for their damage, where he's going to split between both attack and defense, but should be usable overall. Let's see, for events, we're getting a raid event. So pretty standard there. Go in Final Fantasy IX for the bonus. See, items they show us, the white robe. 15 defense, 30 magic spirit, 30% light resist, 15% spirit when using a staff. That's honestly pretty low overall. And then we get the materia, 50% demon killer and 30% attack and magic. So it's always nice to have attack and magic on top of killers. And that's about all they show us there. We have some special events. So we get accessory for the gourmet outfit, 22 defense, 82 magic, 41 spirit. They'll get flat 500 magic. Everybody else will get the 30% mana and restore mana 5% every turn. Okay item. As far as lock, there doesn't seem to be any kind of lock on that. So we'll have to see if there's a turn limit or not for doing an easy run. And then Dagger is going to get some crowns. So for this standard crown event, lock to win and Final Fantasy IX units. We'll have to see if it's got a mission for just using win category units, just like the Final Fantasy II ones did. And because we're getting another blue mage, they're doing the same thing that they did with Ketis. So pretty much the old unit and the new unit get the same thing, and run through one of them with the correct unit, and both versions of the unit will learn all the blue magic. As far as vision cards, we're only getting the one. Both units share it. So it doesn't make full sense because one wants to use magic while the other one doesn't. But max out 120 attack defense, 50% attack defense, 25% limit damage, and 500 flat attack and defense for Final Fantasy IX only. So fairly standard series card overall. You'll probably only use it on Steiner. So they're running the 7th anniversary value summon again. So you get 8 guaranteed Neo Visions, completely random, 2 guaranteed premiums, a chance at 10 with a 3% rate, which you're mostly going to be looking at the guarantees more than anything. But they've run this before, they're just bringing it back. Leader skill updates, so Beatrix, Amaranth, and Loyal Knight Steiner will get 100% attack and magic for Final Fantasy IX. Warrior's Prayer Poppy gets 100% attack and magic for Wind. And Mermaid Frisia gets 100% defense and spirit for Wind. So again, if you don't have better, it's always nice to have something. And then just Dagger getting crown updates, as we saw. Just the 2 abilities getting boosted there. So it looks like the fields, we're going to add Bomba for 100% limit damage on one of them, and the other is a 20x modifier to evoke damage and 1,000 flat magic and spirit. Seems to be about it overall. So a little bit of a boost. I don't know how much that 20x modifier is really going to translate into damage-wise, but an extra field choice from them is kind of nice. Then we have our bonus fragment challenge. So it does look like the banner that they used on the live stream was wrong, because on that banner it did say get 5 per, and in the wording here, it's the same thing that we have. We'll just be able to run it twice a day. So it's not a special version. It's just ability to run what we have now twice a day. Still better than once a day. Fountain of Lapis is coming back, usually a great deal on that. Next round of voting. So the options this time, 20,000 Lapis Replica and bonus daily fragment rewards. 20,000 Lapis Replica or bonus Dark Vision rewards. And the last one is 20,000 Lapis Replica and bonus Clash of Will rewards. So honestly, out of the three choices, option one is probably the best with the extra daily fragment rewards. So that's probably what I'm going to be voting on myself. Exchange shop, pretty standard there. An extra bonus login, version 3, 7th anniversary. So spread out through here, we get 5,000 Lapis Replica. And then over the course of the 21 days, it's another 10,000 Lapis plus a couple of tickets, Transcension Pearl and everything. But it's going to take, 20 days to get the 10,000 Lapis. Standard login bonus for the series there and everything. And that's pretty much it for the news for the week. So overall, the units, they're fine. They're usable. I don't see any reason to chase them. So I'll probably just do some random EX tickets, see if I can get some of the units that I don't have that I do want still. But we're going to end this video here. Hope everybody enjoyed.